Look, it's fallen just short of the requirement at a 4.67. Ramzi, though, he improved his situation. He's dropped the first excellent heat.
Oh, wow.
First excellent number of the day, I should say, an 8-point right.
Rare little right-handers, and let's break it down. So streaks down the line, goes for the lip glide, and then this is the money turn. Just drives all the way through. It gets a little bit of release with the fins. Straight into a second snap, and then the close out to finish off, and you can see the fist pump. So look here, projecting down the line, keeping the nose of the board, heading down the wave face because he could see this opening up here, and then just gets on the rail, power carved, a little slide, regains control. This was the finishing move. At this point, Alejo's just going, just get to the completion. The events they've had at Manly, we'll get back to that. Watch the replay here. Opening slice, this second turn, so strong, lots of power, and the third even bigger as he brings it all the way through to the inside. Some really good surfing here from Kade Matson. That is going to be a gigantic score. Just a little salute to the judges. And great form here. You see, just very stable on his board, well-balanced stance. Just always looking down the line here. Little moment, the head turn, and then reconnects the eyes. Always looking to that spot where the board's going to go. Great technique. Keeping those, keeping the power in the thighs, keeping the knees bent. Watch the little salute here, yep.
Waiting on a number to come through for that last ride.
This was a great replay here, that final turn from Jorgann Couzinet with
the local, as well as Luana Silva, surfer from Hawaii who wants to claw her way back into the championship tour stakes.
Absolutely, and she deserves to be there, and we're seeing it right here. The main difference you'll see between
recently celebrated her 23rd birthday. That was on May 16th. The feisty competitor from Haleiwa, and she's up and looking to get things started. There's a great top turn, straight up into the lip. Driving down the line. Look at this wave. One of the best rides we've seen all day.
Finished it, yeah.
They could handle it, like really solid Haleiwa. And, you know, Margot was just, the queen of surfing. And
oh, what about this ride for Molly Picklum? Well, she has looked sharp. Let's have another look at it, folks.
The timing is unbelievable. From the first turn here, such incredibly good timing off the top. Really sharp surfing. Really well put together this wave. That's 4 massive turns.
Just by a couple of degrees is just bringing all these swell lines in. A great carve to start this one off. Drops down as it starts to pocket out. Comes round onto the open face again. And Keely just working this one all the way through to the inside. She could see right now, she knew it was going to go again. Just comes into the junction section and rides out super clean. So very controlled snap to start things off. And great adjustment there as that wave just cupped out, and she was able to just put a little bit more weight on the back part of the board. Gets back up into another clean snap. Very centered way of surfing, Keely. You can see there all the weight went over the front foot, and then she balanced it out. That's a really gutsy approach here from the youngster, Ellie Harrison. This second turn here, just right under the lip, almost carved up and under the lip there. She did so well to stay in control. And then she just does a little bit of rail work all through the inside. Gets another clean snap here. And the last one to finish off right on the sand. But watch this turn here. Gets on the hillside rail and just jams that right under the critical part.
Talk us through this one. Yeah, really nice ride here for Amrod. Great start. It was actually a bigger looking wave as well. And he gets a bit of release to finish there. So... And then looking at qualification, that's a lot of pressure sitting on him. But he's got what it takes, I think, as we take a look here at Zahli Kelly. Yeah, really nice wave there for Zahli. She just put it straight up in the lip. I think the judges are really going to like this wave. Great first turn. Her backhand is looking really incredible. It wasn't one of her strengths, but you can tell in the off-season that she's been really working on it, trying to get it.
Here's some replays, Bugs. Let's see what Katie did. Okay, Katie, another smallish wave, but She's really picking a wave here that's going to allow her to
really leave you open to some surfers that maybe consistently get to that round of 16. So for me, this is a really critical heat.
Yeah, well, Micah Rodrigues, and this is more live action here with Brodie.
Oh, wow. This is a nice sequence of turns. Solid stuff. The youngster's really flaring up. What I'm loving from Brodie at the moment, and we saw it on his previous ride, which came through at 6.17, just 2 turns. Still, he only needs a 5.74. He had some work there, but this is going to be a hard-fought heat. There's still 12 and a half minutes to go. Rodrigues up again. And he just has so much spark out there at the moment. Getting that board vertical on that final move, you've almost got to see it in slow-mo.
You reckon he's fired up?
See how inverted he got. But he's amping.
Cibilic.
Yeah, the boys aren't mucking around this time.
Oh, 2 big vert re-entry stays for Morgan Cibilic.
Yeah, I had that chat with him earlier, and to be honest, I was a little bit worried. I think J. Bottle Thompson might have to need to put an IV drip in his arm full of coffee. He was a bit, seemed a bit asleep, but certainly not after that first wave. That was electric.
Pull that one away. Oh, Jett Schilling. Slashing.
Oh.
Make it 3.
Is this Mundaka?
Oh, my goodness. Found a gem out there in the soup, and he likes it too, and he should. Wow.
Yeah, this heat has absolutely come along.
Just takes to the sky. Watch this, just driving for speed. Comes right off the bottom. And nice and high. Just look at, in the slow-mo, watch how high the tail gets. Wow, gets the fins looking straight to the shore. Hey, that one was corked out.
So we can't quite count him out just yet. Steve, this one?
Yeah, this is so cool. He's slightly off axis, a little late to the section, but he makes it work, you know, definitely in his favour. He probably wasn't late at all. It was perfect timing. He was just a lot more upside down than that other aerial that we saw before, and then he knows he's onto a big score here, so he's just looking to put a little bow tie on this one and get the finish done.
Steve, talk us through the action on this first of Sarah Baum.
Oh, thanks for the kind intro there, Shannon. Baumie up and riding. I love her style. She's super strong on her board, and if she makes that...
To open up on a back end, because Alyssa Spencer is starting to feel loose in this heat.
Wow. Yeah, wow.
High degree of difficulty, and she lands it flush.
Yeah, this is a high-risk maneuver right here. And just with that explosion right there to time it to get out in front.
Where we've seen her soul arching into massive double overhead stand-up barrels in the mentawise. Here goes Caitlin Simmers now. She had a look at a wave earlier on, but she's going to make this one count. That all-important finish, she gets it, and she'll win that exchange.
I don't know where the judges are going to go with it. It's the first good wave we've seen from Kirra, but Kade opting on a right.
Wow, how's that peak? Simmers just taps into it, brings that tail right around, lining something up on the inside here, and she belts it. And I could see some numbers going right up there into the 9s now, because that was an unbelievable combo. Big carve. You know, just seeing how clean the combination was on Katie's first wave, you can see what they were thinking. It's just a matter of an opinion and what you like. I think for me, I've seen so much of that backhand surfing. It was refreshing to see someone on the right ripping in. Kirra Pinkerton needs a huge score at 9.37 already. A couple of dynamite turns on the outside. Just got a little swamped by the whitewater then, but she was on her way to a solid score. Don't know if it was going to get us her into the 9s, but great surfing.
I did make a call, I've made it over the last 2 or 3 days, that this guy here, Michael Rodrigues, is going to be hard to beat in this tournament. You're going to have to put on a surfing clinic to beat this guy.
Stroking furiously into that wave, and now hammering it on the backhand.
Oh my gosh, you know, you'd find it hard to compete out there on a single fin against this lot.
Here we go. Emrod swings again. Make it a 3rd time, make it 4 bangs to lip. Michael Rodrigues looks to the sky. The sun has opened up upon him, and he's got a good backup for that 8.17.
He's not going to be far out of combo, though. He's not going to be in. But this is great surfing. He's only getting 2 big major maneuvers per wave, but I felt that was stronger than his first. This first turn here, this is a bigger wave. and he is just unleashing full power, confidence. Just goes smoothly into that backhand bottom turn, and again, way up over the lip line, slides the tail, comes down perfectly.
100%. Looking forward to seeing the replay because we heard the crowd go mad. And let's see what they lit up about. Geordie streaking down the line. A huge travel time.
Wow.
Wow. Didn't he cover some distance on that one? And now Geordie's starting to fire up.
Well, this one was exciting, Rich, because he covered so much ground. He had so much speed. Look how tricky the section is.
Just manages to keep the board stuck to his feet, just using that wind to his advantage. The forehanders, it is difficult to get the board up vertical on the front side.
Here he is again, looking to get rid of the 4-6-7, drawing that last turn out a little bit more, stabbing at it to fit two moves in. Clean finish on the inside. Couzinet was watching that one unfold. Did you used to like watching your rival surf, Rich? Did you try and look away, or is it like looking at the sun? With an 8-point ride. That
is amazing. Well, she made it known that she's here to win after a bit of a shock exit at snapper. The Boost Mobile Pro, not a happy hunt. You know, I've seen her out there when she was the best surfer in the water. An amazing talent. And as we see, Alyssa again, wow, great opening turn. That board, the colour of the board is really working as well, but it just makes it so stark with the stormy weather. But she's really getting that board up over the lip line.
It's the best wave of the heat, 8.33. Van Dijk now has to answer. Here's her opportunity. Couple of good turns already. Draws off the bottom. A solid hit.
He could have easily just drifted because it's so hollow at the bottom there. He drives really hard and fast, keeps his eyes down the line, and then cracks this last turn, and then comes out as if to say, come on, guys, give me a 10.
I'm going to say this is the highest scoring wave of the heat so far. He just looked to connect a little bit more with both these turns. Opens up the shoulders. I just love the head, shoulder, lower body connection there. And the great rotation and the little shimmy at the end. He was happy with it.
Still waiting on the number to come through for this one.
Oh, just right up tight the pocket on the first snap. Patiently waits for the second one. Deals with the backwash. The third one, a beautiful fan of spray, and then clean finish. At this point, Jett knew that he had some big numbers on the board if he just got to the completion here. Bit of tail release there, you can see, sets again, waits patiently, now goes. Gets on that toe side rail, and just watch the full whip on that one. A little bit of tail release. Kind of disguising that backwash in a way. That's when you're completely in the zone. And things are just sort of all clicking and happening subconsciously. You can just absorb those little moments of backwash.
And we look at in slow motion the technique, Rabbit, and it's just great rail work.
Yeah, well, Arkel definitely enjoying these extra power and size today, and he's able to really cut loose. I think this is going to be an amazing showdown of his flow, his power, his rhythm, and he looks so on song. This backup is another great ride. He's still got 35 seconds left, and because he's in the lineup again.
Yeah. Well, first we'll take a look at Ryan Callanan. Power carve there, but I like the quickness and the agility of that final turn. Just goes for it, throws a tail, gets the fins free, and then the recovery. But this, Bugs,
is something else. I mean, it's a crowd pleaser, if anything. It's just amazing. I mean, that's as high as you could get.
There is waves out there. Arkel, this is a sick one.
Always had this in him, Bugs, but we just haven't seen enough of it from him in the jersey.
And the way he comes out of it, too, is just straight into a big sliding snap. I mean, it's an extraordinary manoeuvre. Gosh.
Wow, man. What I love about that air that Ryan just did then is that it's different from a closeout air where you've got a section coming at you and there's a ramp in front of your face down the line. This thing, he came from behind it.
Hungry woman who is ready for a win here, and she's so aggressive in the attack on this wave. I love that turn, just staying nice and tight in the pocket. And for a finish, I'm kind of just shell-shocked by her attack in this whole heat. I love that first turn, straight up in the pocket, just ready for this section here, straight into it as she carves it around. Really nice slash there. And as she puts it in for a quick little finish, Teresa, you know, she'd be thinking, okay, cool, let's just try and constrict Nikki a little bit more.
This first turn here.
Oh, just fully groomed out conditions. Straight up into the lip. Kind of gave it a little bit more than some of the other turns that we've seen throughout the day. Got to the finish as well. This is going to be a big number. As we break down the slow-mo, look at the back arm, the pendulum sort of weight, allowing him to go right up and through the lip. Gets a bit of a fin drift, regains, reconnects with the bottom turn. Sort of second check turn, but it was more than that. There was a bit more emphasis in it. And then gets this final finishing turn. Jeez, his board placement is just something to behold.
I want to look at this one more time, and just a snap right there. Okay, gets a snap in, but then lines up, finds the ramp, air, little scoot. Who needs fins? Re-engages. Here's the slow motion. We can really study this landing, which is just cat-like.
That's amazing. Rich, we've been touching on it,
the stance wide enough, but this wave here, Kipes, was something special.
Oh, wow. Just rhythmic, powerful, hook and backhand turns. That's going to be the score right there off the three. I don't know how much that's going to matter right at the end, because those three turns were dynamite.
Oh, man. Here it is again. What a wave.
Yeah, it's excellent. You know, it just feels like it's an excellent wave. That second turn was bigger than the first, then the third just kind of, I don't know, he sort of went